Fame in here already in the chat. That's this guy.
Yeah.
The guy. Hey, and Julian. Let's go. Oh,
Oh, Jules.
so we got
Jules.
the whole crew. Audio's looking good. Looks like we're live. Everything's on the up and up. And welcome, folks, to another episode of the Backlog Barbarians, a show centered around what games we are playing, what games we need to finish, because most gamers these days have a massive backlog of games. Now, let's get to the introductions. We'll go ahead and start with Julian since he's the latest addition. Or does he need more time?
He probably needs more time.
Okay, so start over with Geek Life Mike.
All right, this is Geek Life Mike, your boy from G Style Magazine, GSG Gang Holla. Also, the second half of the Backlog Barbarians. Glad everybody is here. I'm here to talk some games and tell y'all what's going on, man. Y'all know me. I'm the world's greatest shit talker, man. Yeah. What
Let's
up?
go. Julian.
All
And
right, Jules may need a minute. We'll get back to him later.
right, and I'm Baron J67, the other half of the Backlog Barbarians, and I am the communications director here at LV1 Gaming. And I just want to give a special shout out to everybody who helps keeps the light on. Our Patreon and YouTube members. I don't have the list up, and I'm so sorry, and that's an apology. I got up late, partied a little too hard, but you guys are members, are patrons, all levels, whether it's a penny down to $1 million. I appreciate you guys, because seriously, without you, we wouldn't be able to keep the lights on here at LV1 Gaming, because we are ad free on our website, and our website is upkept and backed by everything we do here on YouTube. And no, we cannot hear you, Julian. But yes, I want to really emphasize how important you guys are to what we do. And if you want to support us financially, please join our memberships. We got super chats, we have Patreon, we have PayPal. We accept all currency. Much love and except Usher bucks. Um,
Yeah, no.
no Usher bucks. But yeah, so let's get into it. Oh, Mike, is there anything that folks need to go and download? Anything that's free?
Okay. So the games report this week is pretty ass. So prior to coming on to the show, for those who are new here, for those who aren't aware, every week I go on, I come on every other week I come on the show and I tell everybody what's new and inexpensive and what free games that they can download, specifically as it relates to Twitch, Amazon, and Twitch Prime. They always have an offering of free games. Um, Typically, they're good. Past couple of weeks haven't been so good. So I would say if you have Amazon Prime, go sign up for Twitch, even if you don't use it, just to at the very least take advantage of some free games. And shout out to Lord Metroid,
Lord
man. Peace to
Metroid.
the kid. And whatever. So at least take advantage of that, man. Amazon Prime is not cheap. So at the least you could do if you're a gamer is take advantage of some free shit.
You already paid
But
for it.
yeah, one way or another. So take advantage, man. Take advantage.
And Julian, we
Not
can hear.
only
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
not only that, aside from Twitch Prime, you can always check GOG.com. They always have a ton of deals. They do have a big sale going on, so you can just go there and go crazy. The one thing I did notice that they had Deus Ex there for 97 cents. So for those who like Deus Ex, like I do, go pick that up. It's 97 cents, man. That's less than a cup of coffee. I don't care what state you're in.
Man, that's facts.
Um, that's facts. What else? Epic Game Store, they have a big half off sale going on. These are on full price games. So if you can get a game like Alan Wake for 25, $30, that's a win. So go over there and check over there always. Just use the resources, a ton of free games out there. Steam always has shit going on. And that's the games report for this Backlog Barbarians. And shout out to the video game, Hirsch. What up, girl?
Hey, what up?
Hey. Al.
Julian?
What's going on? What was the question again? I forgot.
Oh, we're introductions.
Well, how are you? That was the question.
How's life?
No, you know what? I'm good. Uh, so we celebrated the daughter's first birthday this week, so that's
Congrats
always
to the
pretty.
little miss.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of all over the place. But no, what's going on? Yeah, Julian, also known as, well, I guess King Julian or True Nerd, TRUNRD. You can find me on most places if you search that. Yeah, that was the intro. Cool.
Hey, let's go. So
Glad
it's
to see you, brother.
right. Much love, man, and happy belated birthday to baby girl. This is that time where we talk about them games. Now, we're I'm trying to think. We could do this without spoiling. It's real easy. So, um, Julian, how far did you get in Expedition 33?
I just, how do I say this? Uh, I think I'm in Act 3 now.
Okay, so this is now I'm gonna do my best.
You know, Baron.
Huh?
How far did you get? You're playing it
I'm
too.
I'm in Act 3.
Oh, okay.
So this is this is so weird because this is my first time experiencing this in a video game. I Now this is a little off topic, but do you guys like binge watch TV shows?
It depends on the TV show, but yes,
Oh,
everybody does, I think.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know that feeling where you watch like a whole season and then all of a sudden the next one kicks right up because of course it's a streaming service and the next episode just happens and then it's like a time skip or just a lot and then they act like nothing happened because it's supposed to be like a year later in real life. Well, that's how I feel with Expedition 33. I needed a break. I hit that point, so much happened, and I was like, oh, I need to put this down. I needed a palate cleanser, not because the game was bad, not because what I experienced wasn't
You
greatness.
won't stop. You won't stop.
That and then it was just so much. I was like,
Did
okay,
I not tell you people
yes,
that Act 3 is basically when the game starts?
it yeah, and it was just so
A
much,
lot. A
and
lot.
I feel like I'm almost playing another game. Like
Hmm.
it turns into something else, and not in a bad way, but it's just so much that I'm like, you know what? I had to have a palate cleanser. I really, I've never had to do that with a game. I'm used to doing that with TV shows. Like I'll binge watch a whole season. We'll hit that crescendo, all the crazy moments that happen, and then it's like boom. And I'm like, you know what? I need to watch something else for a bit. I'm experiencing that with Expedition 33. And
I finally put it down.
okay, okay. And we're moving on. We're moving on.
Yeah.
I just had to because I don't know how else to explain it. And I feel like this is the place to talk about that because but Julian,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm
You know what?
saying?
I'll say, well, I I do, but I'm still locked in because I've been on the, like, I want to know certain things, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to avoid spoilers. And I'm a person that doesn't mind spoilers, but for
Me
some
neither. It
reason
doesn't change
in
anything for
this
me.
game, it's like, okay, yeah. But for some reason in this game, I was like, okay, I want to see for myself. So I keep like I'm on the brink of like watching one of those stories explained videos because I want to like understand a couple things. But then I was like, man, it's gonna mess up this, and that. So maybe I should just chill. So, but it's, I don't know. It's definitely a great game.
I,
I'm
I
enjoying it a lot.
I'll say
It's
this.
still my game of the year so far.
Oh, 1,000,000%. Just the story alone that it had my family sitting down watching. I will say, they did. This is just a shine on. Man, I lost my point. Sorry, y'all. I'm exhausted. Partied way too hard last night. But I was trying to think. What? Oh, spoilers with this game. One thing I will say is this is the.
No spoilers.
I know no spoilers, guys.
No.
I'm just acknowledging the spoilers. This
Yeah.
is the first game that I've seen that's this big, that's so story heavy, where I haven't seen spoilers all throughout the internet. I don't know if the community
Yeah.
as a whole is being real respectful, which is rare. But I will say this is the one major game that I've seen in a long time where spoilers are not just rampant. I
This is true. I have not
I
seen that.
I know who the new Doctor Who is gonna be, and that episode hasn't even aired yet, and I've seen it. But yet I know I didn't see one leak about the main story of Expedition 33.
This is true. Good observation. If you go on YouTube, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But in general social media, at least in the X space,
Mm-hmm.
people have been very gracious about not ruining the game. Now, of course,
Mm-hmm.
if you go and you search for it, seek and you shall find.
Man.
But
Woo.
generally, it
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been spoiled.
And you know the internet, man. Like I said, I don't even. Oh, let me paint the picture. I don't watch Doctor Who, but yet I know who the next Doctor Who's going to be, and that episode hasn't aired yet. That's how bad spoilers are on the internet, as most people here
Yes.
know. But to be able to surf the web, and I'm active in the gaming community, to be able to surf all the different social medias and not come across any leak. I'm hand to God, I have not seen one thing that leaked this game. And
Facts.
that's ridiculous. I'm grateful. Hopefully we get more of this, but that it's pretty trippy.
It's an incredible game, man. I just want to say, and we're going to move on from that
Yes.
because we went into this last week, but I just want to say for those who have not played it, please do. It's not at all what you think it is,
Mm-hmm.
in any way, shape, or form.
You're gonna be wrong. You're gonna be
So,
wrong.
yeah, whatever you think this game is, it isn't. So just get your game on, man. But what are you playing now? I want to hear, Jules. What are you playing now? Are you still all in on Expedition 33, or have you dived? Have you taken a dive into something else? Because there's a game
I'm
I want to
still,
recommend to Baron in
yeah.
particular.
No, I'm still all in. I've been thinking about jumping back into Halo and Call of Duty a little bit.
Hmm.
But just time wise, it's like, okay, when I get a chance, I'm jumping into Expedition. Unless I've been thinking about jumping into Doom. I know you said you recommended it. I was talking to somebody at work, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't normally do Doom, but this one is a little different." So I'm also thinking about jumping into that.
Doing the Dark Ages.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, great game. Great game. Great game. Great game. Eight and a
Yeah, I
half
think
out of 10
that's
for
kind of
me.
like,
Mm.
yeah, that's kind of my list. But I still need to jump into Blueprints.
Oh
Or what?
yeah.
Is
Oh,
that what
you
yeah,
are
I haven't done it.
wilding. Yeah, you gotta hurry up, bro.
Hey, go play that. That is a
I'm so happy I put Baron onto 2 games this year and he's rocked out with. I feel good about this.
bro. I still have a note on my computer with all my observations and things in order and whatnot, and like the red notes. And you go play Blueprints, for
Yo, go
sure.
play Blueprints, man.
Like that's one thing I'm super happy about is I have too many games to play. Not even because of my backlog. Like that we already know that's why we're here. But
Oh, my backlog is stupid.
yeah, it's ridiculous. And then side note, I just got my email from Atari. I'm getting my physical edition of Power Rangers. It's barely coming in. But yeah, it's like I definitely I forgot which one. I think I got it for PlayStation, but regardless, I
You talking about Reader's Rewind,
Read
right?
Rewind. It's coming the physical
We gotta
edition.
play that, man.
We
I
have to
got
play.
that. We gotta
Oh
play
no,
that.
we have to play. That's what I wanted to make sure to get that physical. So I feel like some games are gold. Like you gotta have the physical if you can. But to my palate cleanser, I've been playing Starfield. Oh, and this is a mistake. This is a huge mistake. This is a backlog buster because I'm already over 24 hours in again, and I have yet to play the first or the second main mission story. I'm. This is a
Oh,
pro.
you're one of those.
Yeah, bro.
I'm kind of like that too with certain games, but I know what you're getting at. You're one of those.
Bro. I'm
It
out.
makes the game easier. It makes the game easier long term.
Yes, like I'm already level 24 and I haven't touched the second main mission story. I'm over here like being a cowboy bounty hunter. I'm out here pulling over ships. I'm out here running up on people, getting money. Like it's bad. It's really bad. And now I'm crafting And then I got my buggy and I'm riding around planets collecting resources. This is only thing I haven't done that I know will absolutely ruin me is build a base. Like that's the one thing I haven't done. I'm just living in my spaceship, building up my class rank so I can fly better ships. I I want to start the story, but then I'm scared, like, because I'm just having.
No, you gotta get to level. Fuck it, get to level 50 now. Then start the story. Fuck
They,
it.
we're there.
Fuck
We're
it.
gonna do it. No, hey,
Yeah, fuck it.
hey, I'm having, dude, that game, man, and you know what inspired it. I'm gonna tell you guys what inspired it was seeing somebody talk about. I don't know if it was Ham. It might have been Ham. I think it was Ham Solo. Shout out to
Shout
Ham.
out to him.
Shout out to Ham. He. I just have finished Oblivion. Like I said 2 weeks ago, I finished Oblivion remaster, and I was like, dude, I loved it. And then Ham was like, well, how is it that he was like, how did Starfield get a 7 and all these other games got a 7, but then everybody's loving Oblivion remaster? And I'm like, yeah, because the Oblivion remaster in terms of systems and things you can do is less than Starfield. I know it's two different games and I know it's set in two different universes, but it's the same, same developer, like at its core. And I was like, well, and just to let folks know, I put in before this, already put in 6 days into Starfield. Just
Haven't even hasn't even started the story. The man is sick.
I got issues. I got issues. See, look, Stu said it. Built the base though, but played it twice. I'm telling you, if you but see the go try it. You have Game Pass and everything. Go try it. Let's just say that. Go try Starfield for sure, because it's dope being on a moon with no gravity, and all of a sudden you got to use your booster in your car to properly get around because it's recognizing physics. And or even like when you're when you board somebody's ship, because you can knock somebody's engines out, destroy their engines, destroy their shield, and you can board their ship. And when you board their ship and you go in and you knocked out their grav drive, so now there's no gravity inside the ship, items are floating everywhere, and you're using your jump button to properly move around, and you're getting in shootouts in space. Like, bro, if you're a space nerd, you need to play Starfield.
And I really think what happened with a lot of people with Starfield, because I think it's a great game. I haven't finished it, but
I haven't started
I think
it.
people. Yeah, I started, but I think
No,
people were
I
comparing it
haven't.
too much. Yeah, but oh, you haven't. Okay, I see.
No.
But I think people were. I think it's hard for people to let go of the fantasy of like Skyrim and Oblivion,
Yes.
and kind of just jump into, because
Think so?
go to a, well, for me, I think going into a, like, so I talked to a couple people, and they were naming things that they were kind of missing from Skyrim or Oblivion in Starfield. And I was like, well, it's space. I was like, you can't necessarily do
Yeah,
some of
but
these same things. It's more modern
yeah.
and it's space. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what I was thinking. Not to cut you off, I'm sorry, my brother.
But no,
Because
you're
I was
fine. You know,
thinking,
that's what I was.
because I was kind of thinking, like, at least when Starfield was first announced, I had always gotten the impression that nobody really ever made it seem like it was like they had the expectation that there were going to be elements of Skyrim and Oblivion in Starfield outside of the fact that Bethesda is making it. You know, you might have to explain a little bit more what you mean by certain things.
Okay, like I think I know where he's going with this, because this is something I like the crafting, the spell crafting, the item crafting. There is item crafting, and well, I mean, can you mind light spoilers, everybody? It's in the trailer.
Let's ask the chat.
It's in the trailer. No, it's in the trailer. It's not.
Is it in the trailer?
It is
Okay.
not obscure. It is clear as day in the trailer. You do get powers. And that's clear as day. If you go watch the launch trailers and everything, that's clear as day. You get powers. So there is some form of mysticism within the game. And it's not, but just it's there. But there's melee, there's swords. I But like Julian said, this is a modern, and this is actually like a 80s version of space, in my opinion. Like when I think of the way the ships are designed, it's not all hyper futuristic. It's very blocky. It's very it like not even Star Trek. It's more Firefly than Star Trek. There you go.
Yeah.
It's more
Or even like traveling from destination to destination. It's like, yeah, you can do that without fast traveling, but
it's
it's
gonna
gonna take you a minute because you're in space.
yes. Yeah. And people got really mad about that. And I will say this. Um there is, because of how big the game is, when it comes to a lot of the side activities, the places are very similar to each other. It's very copy and paste with the layout. But once again, that's because of how big the game is. You can repeat a lot of things. Like me, I've been bounty hunting all day. But yes, see, I'm Starborn and I never use my powers. Yeah, like there's a lot going on here. But I will say, if you're a space nerd at all, in any way, shape, or form, please go play Starfield. It's worth just nerding out. The fact, like I said, boarding somebody's ship is one of the coolest things ever. I mean, it's not like you loading into their dock or loading into their ship and opening doors, killing everybody, and then taking over the ship, and now it's part of your fleet. Like, or you could jump out and destroy it just because you didn't want nobody to have it. That's what I do whenever I can't fly a ship. I just jump out and destroy it.
Okay, so basically between you and Jules is still rocking with Expedition 33, and you have gone head first back into Starfield.
Yeah.
Okay. At least you guys are playing something on your backlog.
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy.
As for me,
Yes.
um, I have been playing Division 2, the Battle for
Ooh.
Brooklyn DLC. So I have gone back into that game. And I have a love-hate relationship with the Division. Um, and here's the love-hate relationship. It has nothing to do with the game itself.
Mm.
It has everything to do with Ubisoft and how I want to go down to their headquarters and slap the shit out of everybody in there because I want to know why you guys have this game that is so good and you give us so little. The Battle for Brooklyn DLC, it's great, because it's always great to get back in the division and do something new. But there's nothing to it, really. Some new weapons, a new skill, great new area, especially me being a New Yorker and knowing what that area is and it being so familiar to me. So there's that element. Outside of that, there's nothing much to it other than being able to get back up with my clan and go farming. So I've been playing that. Um, it is fun, but I'm so mad at Ubisoft because they don't put more into this game than they should. And I kind of wish more companies were like, more game developers were like Rockstar and not
Mm.
Activision. And no, this is no slight to Activision. Rockstar makes like what, two games, maybe three?
Mm-hmm.
And when those games come out, they're incredible and they have a shitload of support. And I think Ubisoft kind of needs to jump into this kind of direction. Make two or three games and that's all you do. Because the division could be something if it had enough support and enough consistent updates.
And you know what?
That was just my little mini rant.
No, and funny enough, when I think of that game, right? I know this isn't more what we do, but I played a lot of the Division 2, finished the main story, went back, played a lot of side content. But I will say that game had potential if they market it right. You could have I mean, even though I didn't like the movie, I could have seen a special game mode that popped up with Ghostbusters, Frozen
Mm-hmm.
Empire. Like you could have been
Mm-hmm.
out there just a special moment. Like here's a special area where you jump in and you're shooting ghosts and you're fighting like that. That could have been some. Like I'm just thinking about how to give this game the legs it deserves. Because I hate when companies. Oh God, I'm doing the thing. I hate when companies create a live a games as a service style game and don't provide
Mm-hmm.
the service like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the Division 2 has so much upside.
Mm-hmm.
So much upside, especially from a cross-platform, multi-platform aspect. There's so many things that they could do that could change that community. They should enable cross progression. That still does not exist.
Ooh.
Hasn't it's division. We're in Division 2, and we're talking about Division 3, and we still don't have cross progression across platform. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Like that would be a game changer for Division. You know how many people would want to play the Division on PC but can't because they don't want to do that grind all over again?
Yep. Because I know I wouldn't.
And it can be done in 2025. I don't want to hear that. I reject the notion that it can't.
Mm,
So I'm loving that I'm back in it and I'm back with the crew, but there's a certain element that I hate. And that's it. And it's only a matter of time. I'm already looking for new things to play, which I did find. I want to tell Baron this. There's two demos that I have been playing, one of which I think you would definitely love. One is Toxic Crusaders. If anybody remembers,
ooh.
if anybody remembers the Toxic Avenger movie, it's
Mm-hmm.
from the 80s. I'm showing my age here. Cheesy movie, but it's one of those movies like Howard the Duck. It's a shitty movie, but you just love it. You know what I'm saying? That's the Toxic Avenger. Well, the demo is out, Toxic Crusaders. It is 2D side scroll and beat 'em up. Please go download it and play it. And then there is an RPG, very Chrono Trigger like. It is called Forge of the Fae, FAE. The demo is on Steam. To my old school RPG fans, please go play this. Oh, I'm also playing the new Sea of Stars DLC.
Ooh. It- I'm gonna be honest. I think that next to The Witcher 3 is my biggest shame in my backlog because I own two physical versions and a PlayStation and an Xbox version of Sea of Stars, and I have yet to play it.
I've started it.
Y'all are wildin'.
I
Play Sea of Stars, fuckers.
wait,
I
wait, wait,
played it. I'm just not done.
wait.
Okay, at least you played it. Barry, what is your problem?
I'm a sick man. I even got the art book, bro. I got the art book.
Oh my
I
God.
have the
Yo, play
special
Sea of
edition art book.
Stars, bro.
Only thing I don't have from Sea of Stars, honest to God, is the Japanese import cover and the vinyl. That's the only thing I don't have for Sea of Stars, and I have yet to play the game.
Okay.
The art style was a.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. That art style, I would hang up everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I am a huge. I supported them back before I think they were fully picked up by Sabotage Studio. They were crowdfunding like that, and it wasn't even on Kickstarter. It was on like one of the I think the European version of Kickstarter, and that's how long I had been supporting the game, and still have yet to play it. That's how much
Well, make
art.
sure you make sure you play Forge of the Fae.
Yes,
And that's Fae FAE. Make sure you play that demo.
I wrote it down. I got you.
Play that bitch. For my RPG heads, play that bitch. And let me ask y'all this
Mhm.
before we move on to the next topic. Is there anything that anybody is trying to restart? I told y'all right now, once I finish all this nonsense, I'm going full steam back into Final Fantasy X.
Okay. For me, things that I want to restart. Baldur's Gate 3. I really want to. I reinstalled it on my ROG Ally. I'm gonna be going back to the office, so I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna drop the news here. The only podcast you guys are gonna be seeing me on for a while is this one, Backlog Barbarians, because my job just definitely dropped the bomb and was like, yeah, y'all get y'all butts back into your chairs at the office. So it's a little. I drive very far to my job, so I'm not going to be able to make it back on time for the podcast on Wednesdays, the LV1 Gaming podcast. But I will definitely be here because this is, of course, a day off that I don't have to go in the office as long as I don't party too hard the night before. But yeah, so I've been installing some of my single player games onto my ROG Ally so I can make sure and be ready. And most likely will be jumping into what is that bad boy? Into Baldur's Gate 3. After I finish King Arthur, that the turn-based RPG where you play as Lord Mordred. I've actually been playing a lot of that too. Whenever I'm at the office and I got my downtime, I'm playing King Arthur. It's definitely a dope CRPG experience where you're trying to kill King Arthur again. Uh, oh, definitely worth checking out. But yeah, that's the game I'm gonna jump back into is Baldur's Gate 3 and restart.
I have not played any of the Baldur's Gate. I tried. I can't get jiggy with that shit. But shout out to the people who love it.
Julian.
You know,
I was thinking about it. I feel like the Lost Odyssey is always one. That's always shoot. Hold on, I gotta look. Assassin's Creed, all of them, all of them. But I'll say Shadows for now. Jumping back into that, and then I mean I've already said like Halo and whatnot, but that's more on the multiplayer side. So that, I don't know if that counts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
that
know what?
counts.
Now that you say it, Sea of Stars. I need to jump back into that.
yeah. I think right now, I think it's on sale on Steam for like $22.
Hey man, it looks beautiful. As
It's a fucking great game, man. You know what game I really want to play too? For some reason, I've never played it. I want to play one of the 2 Point games. So I was thinking about playing 2 Point Museum.
oh, okay.
I was thinking about playing that one.
You
I
know,
don't know.
shout out to Miss Bubbles. She definitely plays a lot of those games, and she always recommends them. The 2 Point game, the 2 Point series. You know what? I remember. I used to play a lot of Sim City and Roller Coaster. What is it? Roller Coaster Tycoon. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
But I used to play these back at like the community center on the old Windows computers. Like I'm talking like the original Sim City. Where, and then I remember I would always have the tracks not finished and have a lot of accidents, and it just my sim roller coaster tycoon park was not one you wanted to visit because
That was the shit. What was the other one? I think the one that I used to love. I think it was Railroad Tycoon. I
okay,
don't know if
yeah.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if that was the name. Don't hold me to that one. But I used to love that game. And what else? I'm a big Civ guy.
Okay.
So that's what I kind of wanted something, that had more of a slower pace because a lot of games that I've been doing require so much thought. So I was kind of thinking about getting into 2 Point Museum because I want to play something that didn't require as much intense thought. I can kind of let things kind of play out and kind of map things out. I always find those games to be somewhat relaxing, if that makes any
No,
sense.
I
They,
got you.
they, they're not as intense, you know. So I definitely want to get into some of that after I get out of all of these other games that I'm trying to get through because I've made a promise to myself that I'm going to try to beat 10 games this year.
Let's go.
I'm going to try to beat 10. So that's the goal. That's the goal. I've done 2 so far. Expedition 33 is in the books. Dune the Dark Ages is in the books.
Hey,
Well, I don't really want to count the Division 2 because I beat that story, but I finished that DLC too. But I'm not counting.
and you beat what's it called? Damn it, it was right there. I told y'all I'm exhausted. I'm so sorry. We all played it. Monster Hunter.
I did finish the Monster Hunter Worlds. Yes, I did finish that. Now it's just leveling up. I finished every element of that story. So yeah. So Monster Hunter World, yeah. I went crazy with Monster Hunter
Bro.
World.
Hey,
I had like 110 hours in that game.
dude.
I went crazy.
I knowing that we're coming up on summer, like Summer Games Fest is next week. Which I'll be there. You guys will, so you'll see content and whatnot going
I
up from
tried to
that.
go, but I could not get an affordable room.
Oh yeah, it was, dude. I'm staying way out in Koreatown. Like I'm not even.
Yo,
I Uber in to everything.
it's like I could afford it, but I'm not. I don't want to afford it
No, I
because
got you.
now I feel like y'all are robbing me. You know, so it's like, yeah, you guys can kiss my ass. So I'll be streaming. I'll be streaming Summer Games Fest. the Xbox showcase, whatever PlayStation has going on, bring back PSX,
Mm.
all that stuff. I would like to see them bring that back.
So
But
my whole point of bringing it up is that we're not even to Summer Games Fest yet, and we've had a wave of hit games. I mean, everything from indie to
from
AAA.
every platform,
Yeah, it's just been a hit after hit after hit, and I'm just tripping out on like what else do we have? Like if I'm gonna be real with y'all, if the year ended in terms of game releases right now, 2025 was a hit. Like if we get nothing else,
2024 was pretty killer too.
oh yeah, oh absolutely. But that it was such a killer that I was shocked that this year is still. I'm shocked that the wave of big, successful, fun, enjoyable games are hitting the way they are. Like we're really getting good pacing, and usually you don't have that. Usually this type of releases happens towards the second half of the year, not the first half. So I'm wondering, like, what are you guys looking forward to? Is there something you guys hope to see? I know for me, there's always this crumb of hope for the Little Devil Inside. That's a game that I wrote a whole article about as soon as I seen the first teaser trailer, and I've just been hoping and wishing, and it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. This may be one of those things that comes up like 10 years from now with a documentary attached. I hope not. But yes, Little Devil Inside, that's the game I'm hoping for. I am also looking forward to seeing more of the other Kojima game. Um, I know Death Strand. I know he's going to be there, whatnot for Death.
You talking about the Xbox game
Yes, that
or
horror,
Death Stranding 2?
the horror game. There was a horror game
Oh,
that they were
okay.
talking about. I would love to see a Kojima horror game. Um, and then what else am I looking forward to? Some a surprise RPG that is gonna eat up 100 hours, and I never finish the main story.
Is that a question or?
Oh no, I'm just putting that. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them
You know
announcing
what?
a RPG that I'm gonna get lost in.
I've been hearing stuff, so I'm hoping for Splinter Cell.
Don't get my hopes up. Oh, don't get my hopes up. And I want Splinter Cell without powers. Like I want to have to like use the little the noodle camera.
They're kind of throwing that red meat out there. And if it's just a remaster, man, then you guys can really fuck off after that. But you know,
Chaos Theory remake 10,000.
because that's nasty work.
Hey.
That is nasty work.
Hey, but I ain't gonna hold you in the age where everybody's in love with nostalgia. If a studio's about to go out, please dig in the crate, like pull out that hitter, like hey,
Yo,
hey,
hey, yo,
hey, but no, I'm just saying,
pull out the hitter.
hey, 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 hey.
I had to get you on that one.
My bad. Hey, but look, but yeah, hey, look, dig in the crates. Dig in the crates. If y'all have to, please, for the love of everything. There's too many IPs out there in the world that are floating around. We haven't got a new Earthworm Jim. There hasn't been a new Vector Man. There hasn't been a new Bomberman. Like, there's just so many. Where's Comic Zone? Like, Comic Zone would kill it with a cell shading art style. Like, it just, there's so many games y'all could dig into the crate if things ever go sideways. Like, please just go and I have, if you're, as long as the game's 20, at this point, 20 years old, hit the remaster button. I'm with that. Like, I have no problems with a 20-year-old remaster or remake. Go for it. Where's my Comic Zone? Where's Orger Battle 64 remake? Where I'm digging.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Comic Zone. That was my shit.
But could you like, dude? Imagine a full side scroller. Like, just let it go. Or Kunio style.
Yeah, I'm actually waiting on Shinobi.
I forgot about that. They did.
What's that? August?
Yeah, with the collector's edition and everything.
I'm waiting on that.
That
you know
Man, that was one of those games I avoided because I was trash. So that, woo-wee. Yeah, that Contra. Is there okay? That's a good question. While we're getting towards the end of this, what are some games that everybody loves that you avoid? Not because you think it's whack, but because you just struggle at it. And for me, it was Contra. That was a huge game that I've seen a lot of people love, and I just could not.
Returnal.
There you go. That's another one. Oh yeah, I avoided Returnal like the plague because I just knew. I just knew.
Incredible game. I'm bad at it.
Yeah. I didn't even buy it. That's how bad I knew. Like I knew when I seen it and somebody did they did like a shooting ability and the whole screen was dots and you had to dodge them all. I was like, yeah, I'm cooked. Going back to Expedition 33. That very beginning, that training fight almost made me put the game down. I was like, oh, this is what I'm going to have to deal with? Hi, baby. You okay? But yeah, this is what I'm going to have to deal with? Oh, okay. Well, go get it. Okay.
And we're going to take a little pause for the daddy-daughter break.
Yeah, my bad. Right, my bad.
Don't be... Nah, man. Come on, stop it.
Go ahead, baby. Go get it.
I play Returnal up until a certain point and then I stop. But for me, it's probably like the actual Souls games are the ones I avoid.
Really?
Yep.
And I think, didn't Liza P get an update? And I think they got an easy mode.
Oh, I might have to go play that.
Yeah, I think they got an update, and I think it got an. I think it got an easy mode, as well. So, Souls games. I remember the first Souls games I ever played was Elden Ring.
Yeah, you beat all the bosses, didn't you?
Every single boss.
This man's a monster.
See, I like Elden Ring because you can run away.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, you can be pussy in Elden Ring.
Hey, wow!
You can be pussy in Elden
Why
Ring.
Why you calling
us? Eventually, you gotta go get your look back.
Yeah.
And you gotta go bust that ass. Because you're gonna feel. I'm telling you, Jules, you're gonna feel some type of way. You'll be like, nah, son. I can't let him pop me. I gotta go back and go get my.
I'll say this. I felt so. I used to, whenever I came across anything difficult in any other game, I'd be like, I beat Elden Ring. Like that, I would mentally tell myself that, like, I'm struggling here, but I beat Elden Ring.
And I beat Elden Ring and the DLC.
Yeah, see,
every boss.
Yeah, this man plays Contra with one hand. Like he don't even shoot back. He just dodge bullets.
I just run through it. Yeah,
the gauntlet.
Don't forget, I beat Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, see,
on the NES.
Yeah,
how many people can say that?
Bro, I didn't even get once that castle flipped in Castlevania, I put the game down. I was not ready.
I've never the only Castlevania game I ever beat was Simon's Quest.
Okay, okay.
And that's because it was so untraditional.
Okay. See, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. When that castle flipped, for those who know, if you know, you know, when the castle turned upside down in Castlevania,
shit gets real.
I was like, what is this? Like, I thought I won. And they were like, nah, the game just started. I was like, what do you mean? Like, what? Oh my God, that was legendary. I love, it's, go play Expedition 33. I just, everything goes back to Expedition 33. Clark's,
and go play Lost Odyssey. I think it's still in the Microsoft store. I think it's like $10.
That intro alone, that was one of the first games I experienced where the cinematics looked exactly like the gameplay. That transition was so, maybe that was just my kid eyes, but when I think about that transition, how it goes, and then all of a sudden you're in the middle of the fight, I was like, oh, whoa, it's super ahead of its time.
And I think it's from one. I think it was created by one of the original creators of Final Fantasy. That game. I think that game was exclusive to the Xbox 360. I think it still is exclusive to Xbox.
Yep.
And it may not say Final Fantasy, but in my opinion, it is a true Final Fantasy game. There's literally every element of it. It just isn't called Final Fantasy. That's it. But if you want to just say Final Fantasy: The Lost Odyssey,
It would
go
work.
with that.
It would work.
It would totally work. The game is that
Yeah.
good, and the story is that good. And I still haven't seen a game yet that takes that looks the way it does. Mind you, this is the Xbox 360 days. This is early 2000s.
And you could put that bad boy up against most games right now.
Right now,
Right now.
Yeah, I would like to. I would lose my fucking mind if Xbox. And I'm a PlayStation guy. I would lose my fucking mind if they told me at the Xbox Game Showcase that Lost Odyssey was getting remastered, redone, or remade. I would lose my fucking mind.
That game, man.
Like Final Fantasy remake, lose my mind.
Bro, that was one of the most legendary intros. Like for me, okay, memorable intros, like just legendary. I got Web of Shadows, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. That was one of the dopest intros. Like I'm waiting for West Side Gun to do a music video over it. That's how dope that intro was. And then Skyrim, of course, just because of the nostalgia factor. That intro is just hilarious. Lost Odyssey. And then what was another one that really stood out? Oh, Final Fantasy VIII.
I think we all have to challenge ourselves, me, you, and Jules, to all play a game that we otherwise wouldn't normally play and see it through. I think that would be a very
Ooh.
interesting challenge. Here's the best part. Each one of us has to assign each one of us has to assign each other a game.
Oh, okay.
So Jules has to say, "Yo, Mike, I challenge you to play this." Baron has to say, "Yo, Jules, I challenge you to play this," and I'll say, "Yo, whoever, I challenge you to play this."
Why am I?
Okay, I gotta think about this.
Why
So
am
maybe not today.
And we gotta post it on Twitter. This is what we're playing, and we need progress.
Farewell North. I remember that one. I want to say Fame.
I heard about that.
I want to say Fame
I
played
heard
that
about
one.
that.
That
So
one.
we got to do that. So everybody get your game in mind, and you gotta play it.
Why am I scared, bro? Yes.
Yeah, you gotta play it. There's no, oh, I didn't start it yet.
Okay.
When
cool.
you are challenged, that's what you're doing.
Okay. Okay.
But I'll say this just to be fair. Try to, if we're going to challenge each other, let's try to make it a game that we actually might play but haven't. Like, don't make it something weird like we wouldn't like fucking Sudoku 24/7. Like nobody wants to play that.
You got to get to level 1,000 in Tetris.
Yeah, no,
Like
nobody wants to play that. Let's try to keep it as close to who we are as possible.
Okay. Okay.
So I would say that.
Okay.
Let's not make it crazy.
Hey, this I'm scared, but it's gonna be fun.
I'm telling you, this will be fun. I got a game for Jules, but I gotta wait for him
Okay.
to come up with something.
Okay.
I got something I want him to play.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say it yet though. So
yeah, I play. Okay, yeah, no, I got to think about this.
Yeah, this is gonna be
next episode.
This is gonna be
we
good.
got 2 weeks.
This is gonna be good.
And chat. Remember, I said this. We got 2 weeks. Okay. If you come back here unprepared with a game, right? We're gonna let the chat pick the game for you, and I want y'all to pick something fucked up too. I mean, fucked up.
Ooh.
So if they come back here next show, that's in 2 weeks. If they come back here next, so chat, listen to this carefully. If they come back here and they don't have a game suggested, okay, for us to play, I want y'all to pick something fucked up, and they gotta play it.
It's like House Party 3. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta play some.
They throwing some heat out there already. I'm seeing Death Stranding.
Referee. I own Alan Wake 2.
Same.
I never played it.
Same.
And I've never played a Yakuza game. It for some reason it never piqued my interest.
Same.
Never played a Yakuza. And I've never played I have played Persona games. Persona games fucking suck. Never played a Persona game.
And Nisa, yes, you did. Farewell North, and there was another title you mentioned. I'm so sorry. There was something else you mentioned besides Farewell North. Guys, my kid is right here. My breakfast is about to be delivered. I gotta wrap this up. Is guys, let them know where they can find and support you, Mike.
Geek Life Mike everywhere except on Xbox. That's Geek Life MB. So if you want to hit me up, I'm always playing. Reach out to me there. And I'm also at gstylemag.com. But Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Geek Life Mike. Much love to the chat. Nisa, Ref, Dallas, Ender, Metroid,
Don,
Fame, whoever else I didn't mention. I interact with everybody every week. Much love to y'all.
Julian, where can they find you and support what you do?
Sure. On Twitter, it's Julian_DDP. On Blue Sky, it's King Julian H. And then everywhere else, you just look up True Nerd, TRUNRD.
And guys, I am Baron J67, and you can find me here at LV1 Gaming. And once again, all of our Patreon and members, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without y'all,
We love y'all.
we wouldn't be able to do this. Y'all make sure we will be back. Let's check the calendar. So not next week. We will be back on the 15th. So June 15th. Is that Father's Day?
Is it?
If it's Father's Day,
It might be. Nobody gives a fuck about it, so I don't know.
Look. If it's Father's Day, guys, we might not do it.
Yeah, we might not do
We
it.
might not do
But
it.
either way, just get your fucked up games.
Yeah, just get it ready.
List ready.
Just get it ready.
Get that list ready.
Yes, baby.
But anyway, we're going to sign
all right.
off.
Much love. Peace.
Aaron is on daddy duty. We got to go. Much, much, much love to y'all. Please reach out to me. Hit me